Have you been put off housing in New World? Has the expense just been way too high with those taxes? Well, today there's been an update, and when you go and purchase a house, the tax rate will be significantly reduced. You can see the house is going to cost me 20,000 gold. However, the tax rate is only 129.99 to maintain. Each period is a week of 7 days. I currently own my own house within Everfall. However, it is only tier 3. I enter my house and it is currently disabled because I have not been paying my taxes. I have refused to do so. These tax rates were insanely high. You were paying over 1,000 gold per week just to maintain its benefits. By all means, housing has some very good benefits, from being able to fast travel back to it, much like an inn, and even to place trophies which give you certain item buffs. Albeit that is for endgame mainly, to give you that min-maxing of your character. A lot of people haven't got there yet and still working on gear and perfecting their perks. So we are able to now pay our tax at a decent rate and gain back that fast travel benefit. Another major benefit of your actual house is you can place these chests, which you can buy for, okay, they are pretty expensive, but once you've bought them, you'll increase your storage in that town. They are going to cost you a certain amount of gold based on what storage you're using. You will have to purchase these runes to create those chests, and you can see those runes already have a pretty high base value of 1,000 there for the blue one and at 1,500, but those chests can just make it a quality of life improvement by increasing this storage. You can see I currently have over the maximum amount of storage in this town because I haven't paid my taxes. I bought the house, got my storage, filled my inventory, and then a week later they were like, you're going to have to pay over 1,000 to maintain this. So personally, it wasn't worth it. I just go to other towns, use the storages there, and not bother with it. However, with this tax rate being significantly reduced, we can go and comfortably pay our taxes, as that's not a lot of gold and you can easily get that by just completing a quest or two. You can see it will be again due within another 7 days. And I have all of those buffs enabled. I can even go and decorate my house. I really haven't done much with that. And again, I would recommend when you do buy a house, make sure to save up and get the max rank house like this one. You can see this house, it costs 20,000. It's a tier 4. You can decorate them to all hell, and the benefits of having a higher tier house, you can see on screen here, will depend on which tier the house is. If you get a max rank tier 4 house, of course, it will cost you initially 20,000 gold. You can reduce this to 10,000 if it's the first house you buy, and it will cost you a certain tax rate. Now, these tax rates are the old one. You can see how much it costs. A tier 3 house was a base cost of 1,500 every week. A tier 4 is 2,000. Now, you do have a reduction on the fast travel cooldown down to 2 hours with a tier 4 house. That's still twice as long as an inn does, and you can see you will be limited on how many storage chests you can have. On tier 4 you can have 4, and again you will have to have a required standing within that area to be able to get the house. You can see I've played the game for nearly 200 hours and I haven't really focused all of my questing in one town, and thus I don't even have 30 territory standing in any of these areas just yet. You can even use those perks and reduce your tax rate, increase your storage, so on. They can be very neat there. In my opinion, it's very well worth it to just save up your gold, save up that territory standing, and try get to 30 before ever buying a house. The first house you get will be half the price, so only 10,000, and just by questing and getting up to level 40-50 you'll get 10,000, no bother. Now of course it will depend which town you have your house in, who governs that town, and at what taxes they put it at. Currently in Everfall we can see when we enter the town that the tax will be on average, so it will only cost me 0.65% of the base value in regards to my taxes. Now they've reduced them a whole lot more than what you can see as this chart was before. 1,500 for a tier 3. The benefits of a house right now is literally just extra storage. The recall to your house is generally not very needed. It can save you a bit of Azoth, but the extra storage can be pretty neat. As you can see, I have over 2,000 there weight capacity. But again, that can be increased mightily if I have better storage chests. So with that said, hopefully this is here to stay. This is a temporary reduction on taxes. It could well be likely they either reduce these further or increase them again coming the December update. Hopefully this is somewhat insightful to you guys, and if it was, consider giving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.